Iowa State Stadium lies silent now. But visions of past glories remain. The sights and sounds.
Turn around!
The electrifying action. The furious intensity. The total effort. Iowa State football. Full speed ahead. Iowa State University considers and serves the entire needs of its students. Dr. Tom Thielen, Vice President of Student Affairs, is justly proud of the university's overall concerns.
Student athlete at Iowa State blends into the total atmosphere. And it's a total experience to be part of education on this campus. It's not only academic, it's social, it's cultural, it's spiritual, and the student athlete blends right into that. That's what makes it a very exciting place to be.
Head coach Donnie Duncan is the man who is responsible for generating the excitement during football season. Players and fans all agree there's nothing like a football Saturday in Cyclone country. The precision and pageantry of the marching band join an all-out brand of football excitement that has become a trademark of Cyclone excellence. Devastating defense and an unrelenting offense are hallmarks of Iowa State football, a program on the move in its quest for success. Each fall, the cardinal and goal of Iowa State seems to be everywhere on this picturesque campus situated in a 1,000-acre central campus park. The modern and traditional blend together to form an institution proud of its heritage and growth. Iowa State University is a major Midwestern center of learning for nearly 24,000 students from all 50 states and 85 nations throughout the world. Directed by President Dr. W. Robert Parks, Iowa State has a reputation of academic excellence that is well recognized throughout the nation. From the attractive charm of Lake Laverne to the enchanting chimes from the bells of the Campanile, the Iowa State campus is an ideal setting for a quality education, combined with a casual and friendly atmosphere. It is filled with people who care, as Lamar Summers learned.
When I came up here, I met a lot of good people, a lot of, really influential people to me. And at that particular time, we had an 8-3 season, and we were coming off another one. And I really thought this was the place for me to be when I came up here. And I haven't questioned that decision yet.
Hailing from Chicago, Summers had learned what many Iowans already know, that Iowa State has much to offer everyone. As for Cyclone football, it too is a quality program directed by an outstanding leader.
Coach Duncan is a wonderful person. He's a great head coach, and I have nothing but good things to say about him. I mean, he's shown so many great things to me as being a young player, and he's influenced me, so early in my career as playing. And he just makes me want to work harder to be a better person.
With a background of winning at every coaching level, Donnie Duncan is a motivator of young men, a personable, hard-working coach who understands every aspect of the game he loves. Genuinely interested in all who come under his tutelage, Duncan appreciates the difficult decisions prospective players must make.
I think that when a young man makes a decision about what he's going to do relative to school, he looks at two things. And I think he should. I think he should look at team success. Can the team that I choose have success? Will it offer me a chance to win? Can I go to bowl games at that school? Has that school gone to bowl games? Have they had winning seasons? How do I relate to that in terms of me as I look at that team? At Iowa State, the answer to all those questions is yes. We're going to go to bowl games. We're going to win. I believe in Iowa State. I believe in what we're doing here academically. This is not a school where you can come and just pass through the doors and be passed out with a degree. You must come here and work. I truly believe that if you surround yourself with a group of coaches who handle themselves in the right way and can work with kids, and you can convince the athlete that you're for him in more ways than just football, then you're on the right track and you can make progress. So every day that I coach the Iowa State Cyclones, I'm glad I'm a football coach because of the kind of kids they are and what they bring to their work and their dependability. I think it's a reflection of the type of people that we have in Iowa and the people who are Iowa State people and the way they support our program. But these are good kids, and they're good kids who will work, and they know the meaning of what it means to sacrifice. And I anticipate that in this year and the years to come that they'll know the meaning of victory and what the payoff is when they work and when they sacrifice and when they win.
Winning is a team concept at Iowa State. The desire and determination it takes is evident in one of its most effective areas of the game, the hard-hitting Cyclone defense. When the defense holds off the opponent, the offense gets its shot. Sometimes a successful drive depends on the foot of the kicking specialist. Iowa State possesses one of the most promising in the nation, Alex Giffords. Raised in Mexico, Giffords hadn't seen a football game until he was a senior in high school in Arizona, only his second year in the United States. He did know how to kick a ball, and proved it against Oklahoma with this school-standard 58-yard field goal, one of a number of memorable experiences he has had as a Cyclone. Playing against the University of Texas was another.
Texas Stadium is one of the most unbelievable places on earth, I think. The way people yell, like on one side they go, "Hook 'em!" They want horns. You can feel how the ground is shaking. It was unbelievable. We were leading 9-3 at the half, and that place was silent. You could hear fly, moving around there.
Memorable moments, things that make it all worthwhile. Senior Mike Schwartz, State's all-conference defensive back, remembers another career highlight.
We ended up beating them at Nebraska by, I think, about 3 points, and that had to be one of the great highlights, to walk off the field and just look up in the stands and see all 76,000 people quiet. And that was something, you'll never forget. You can always tell your kids, I guess. Iowa State is on the rise, there's no question about it. We've got great people, we've got a great coaching staff with Coach Duncan and the coaches. I think a young guy coming in here can look forward to nothing but success as far as winning games goes, because the key to it is for people to come together and play for a common goal, and that's one thing that the players at Iowa State do better than I've seen at any other school.
The players, the heart of every athletic program. To compete and excel in the rugged Big 8 conference, a school must have top-rated performers. At Iowa State, player potential is high. Stars of today, such as number 47, senior linebacker Mike Leaders, combine with the stars of tomorrow to make the outlook of Cyclone football an exciting prospect. The team leader in tackles, Mike was the mainstay of the Iowa State defense. Joining Leaders behind the line was number 87, Lou Vicelli, a 6-foot, 185-pound junior who played bigger than his physical size. A man who could be counted on to seek out and destroy enemy thrusts. While in the trench warfare, known as defensive line play, it was number 62, Kenny Neal, who consistently used his speed and quickness to penetrate opponents' lines. Seamus McDonough, number 53, proved to be one of ISU's top freshmen. Overcoming an early season injury, he came back to finish among the leaders in total tackles, thanks to his strong, aggressive play. Defensive nose guard Chris Bosky, number 78, was the 1978 Big 8 Newcomer of the Year and had been named the nation's outstanding defensive freshman in '78 by Football News. Injured early in the '79 campaign, his healthy return is eagerly awaited in 1980, a season for which the players and coaching staff began preparing with added determination.
In the weight training area, we've doubled our size of our weight room. We've moved into an area of specialization with instruction, and our guys are taking a great part in approaching this with great enthusiasm. We finished our season with our ball game against Oklahoma State on Saturday, and on Wednesday next week our guys went to work and they began building for the next season. And not only do you find that a weight program gives you the opportunity to build your body up and to strengthen yourself, but it also creates an investment situation. In other words, a guy has gone into the weight room and he has worked and he's worked hard. He has an investment in the next season, and our kids right now are making that investment and moving forward along those lines.
During the 1979 season, Iowa State fell victim to a number of injuries to key personnel. Several players were able to return to action quickly, thanks to ISU's excellent training and rehabilitory facilities. The ultra-modern sports medicine clinic provides head trainer Frank Randall with the latest equipment for both the prevention and treatment of injury. At Iowa State University, the athlete's well-being is the first concern. Long hours are spent strengthening, tightening, building, returning healed muscles to former condition, and more. The football program at Iowa State has made a total commitment toward bettering itself. Coach Donnie Duncan realizes that more than just physical gains will result from the hours of sweat and strain. A unity of purpose is making itself known, as flanker Vinny Serrato observes.
Coach Duncan told us after the season, he says, don't worry about the past. He says, we got bright things ahead of us. So everybody's working out hard, lifting, and we started right away working out. And everybody's building towards next year and for the Orange Bowl.
To win a conference championship in the Big 8 and a bid to the Orange Bowl, a team must have an offense that can continually put points on the board. Behind the battle-hewn experience of senior quarterback Terry Rubley, a basically young and inexperienced Cyclone offense periodically demonstrated the ability to make the big play. But consistency is the key to overall success. Coach Donnie Duncan and his staff have laid the foundation for a powerful Cyclone offense by giving talented young players the instruction and playing time necessary to produce a winner. Quarterback John Quinn will be looking for receivers like Jim Knuth and Lamar Summers, and will depend on the Cyclones' traditional stable of fine running backs to balance their attacks. Perhaps the man most missed will be senior co-captain Dick Cavalier, called on to switch from the defensive to offensive line due to injuries. The 6'2", 266-pounder spurned personal glory to meet the needs of his team. Lending leadership to an inexperienced band of blockers, Dick Cavalier led the way for budding young stars like Ted Clapper, Carl Nelson, Tim Stonerook, and all the other overlooked performers from the pit. The 1979 Iowa State football season had been one of unexpected adversity. Injuries and inexperience had taken its toll, and it was a hungry and determined group of Cyclones that took the field against Big 8 rival Colorado. A hard-fought first period had brought no score to either team, but the Iowa State's defense was determined not only to halt any Buffalo threats, but to get the ball back for the offense. Senior signal caller Terry Rubley picked up 20 yards himself up to the ISU 47-yard line. Then it was Rubley to shorehand it back Dan Goodwin for 16 more. When the Colorado defense stiffened, ISU's leading scorer was called on. Alex Giffords responded with a 45-yard field goal. Kenny Neal led a storming Cyclone defense that wanted to keep the lead. State's charged-up offense began to power down the field. Behind outstanding blocking and showing second effort of his own, Jack Seabrook bulled for 16. The drive culminated with Rubley following center Ron Bacchus into the end zone. Again, the Cyclones rose to the defensive challenge. This time, it was Mike Leaders. The defense showed what it means to give second and third effort, and Kenny Neal made the Colorado quarterback pay for the lesson. Dan Goodwin and Jack Seabrook combined to power an 83-yard march downfield, with Seabrook carrying it in from the 7. The Cyclones weren't done yet. Dan Goodwin tallied the final points on a day finally free of frustrating misfortune. This day, their labors are rewarded. With continued improvement of present players and a steady stream of incoming talent, Iowa State football will be exciting, innovative, and productive in the 1980s. Just as it was in the 70s when ISU turned out 7 1,000-yard runners, placed 28 players on the first team All Big 8 squad, ranked in the nation's top 20 in 5 of the last 8 seasons, and went on to 4 postseason bowl games in the past 8 campaigns. These accomplishments of the past and the promises of the future truly give Iowa State one of the finest outlooks of the 1980s. Academics, facilities, coaches, and tradition, all signs point to the continued success of Cyclone football. At Iowa State, it's full speed ahead.